Hello!
Welcome back.
We're about to get into top 4. The first match is probably going to be kay0ss and Toxic Jordan.
Yes, thank you for joining us here at Remix Eastridge San Jose Round 1.
Yep. I'm TJSB.
I am Ike Pie. You can also call me Brian, please.
You can call me Sajid too if you want.
It's just his name backwards. Ooh,
it is.
Ooh. It took me a while to realize that. Just saying.
It's like, I'm assuming it's still a best of 3 because there's 3 songs drawn.
Yep, exactly.
It looks like we're going to be seeing New Century CSP on the balance ESP.
Woo.
And perditus I actually can't pronounce this properly.
Paradisus. Okay, I really had to sound out those syllables right there. Yes, phonics. Break it down by syllables, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, that's not a word that you can just sight read. All right.
Yeah, the charts, I'm sure both players are pretty familiar. They've been around for quite a while. Perditus is pretty new, but it's a very straightforward 17.
Watson, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Wait. Good. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, I got distracted. What were you saying?
I was talking about the charts. Like New Century on the bounce have been around for quite a while. Perditus, relatively new chart, but
within the last year, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Straightforward. A little bit of a stamina drainer.
Yeah.
Like not too many breaks in it.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, New Century is going to be obviously more difficult than 18.
Yes,
you got
for
a few
sure.
shock arrows over there. You got to do a little hop.
Do a who?
Little hop?
Yes, the hop. Right. If you want to see like the hop, I think Chris has a really solid hopping move. He like gets airtime.
And then goes back.
Yeah, he jumps and he lands into it like perfectly. All right, perfect landing.
Yeah.
Like right into like a crossover or something. I think, right?
It's a crossover, and then it resolves.
Yeah, that's insane. You can also like technically center step it if you want to like kind of like step over yourself onto the center panel and then like back, kind of like doing like a halfway lateral. But then that also feels really awkward to do.
Especially because like it's so fast during that time. Like if you think about the center step, it's like at that point it's already too late.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you just have to kind of like plan in advance and then like kind of mentally practice or rehearse it.
Yeah.
And then even at like what 195 BPM, it's got crossovers in stream, so it's tricky to pull off.
Even like I know like the very last ending run has like a weird like staircase into like a crossover.
Oh yeah, you get the backward staircase. Yeah. Just double step that.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure everyone just double steps.
We're starting off, all right? kay0ss hyping up the crowd. Yeah. And then Toxic, who beat June to get here.
Right?
Toxic has he's had quite a path getting here.
Yeah.
Show me what you got.
Both players opting for the constant.
Yeah.
I think I already saw a foot switch in there. We got some tech going on.
The beginning of this chart's relatively straightforward, especially if there's difficulty. It definitely picks up in the back half.
I think what's tricky is like if you're going to be double stepping some of the 8th notes, you might like set yourself up to like have to double step a 16th note. So you just gotta be really careful.
Yeah. kay0ss did pick up a miss, but other than that, like still very strong MA. But Jordan does have the lead.
Yep, right, and he's holding that PFC.
We're gonna go into the slowdown right here.
Ooh, kay0ss kind of getting off on the wrong foot there.
Yeah, that part's a little tricky.
An ambiguous step for sure.
Jordan up by 17 EX, but you know, the hard part of the chart still is yet to come.
Anything can change though, especially with the shocks coming up. Yep.
Yeah, especially with those misses that Jordan did that.
All right, this part's like the equalizer right here.
Yep. Here come the shock arrows.
Not too hard at first, no crossovers just yet. Well, except for that one.
Yeah.
But once again to the second half of this section, but that's when we see the crossovers mixing in. Ooh, Jordan kind of dropping right there. It's close now.
About.
Yes.
kay0ss opted to double step it. That's interesting.
Very nice. The thing to keep in mind, of course, is like in World, the shock arrow window is a lot more lenient.
Yeah.
Toxic still like coming out of that with the lead. And then kay0ss getting another miss. It's gonna cost him.
Yeah,
and
I think
Toxic.
Oh
wait. Woo, okay.
It is something very close.
It could have just been like 1 or 2 misses on Toxic's side. Anything could have happened there, but he takes it with a 17-point lead. All right, nice job to Toxic. He might just be maintaining his streak right here.
From,
of upsetting all the top players.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on Toxic. Coming down from the Roseville, Sacramento area, right? That area.
Yeah. Shock arrows add points because they're basically the equivalent of you getting a marvelous.
Yeah, 3 points each, right? And there's no in between. You either get the 3 points for getting the shock,
Yep.
or if you trigger it, then it's just 0.
Correct. Yeah.
And so
Although
it can
shock
definitely
arrows have like that other negative of putting everything on like hidden.
Yes. Oh
And
yeah,
like
yeah, right.
that-
And so that will cost you a couple more
Yeah.
points too, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're not reading far ahead, I wonder how that kind of like interacts with the constant modifier too. If it just kind of like stealths you for way longer than you want
yeah.
to.
Now we're on to On the Bounce, a notoriously off-sync song.
Yes. That's putting it very generously,
Yeah.
honestly.
But it's at least the 14 and not the
Yeah.
ESP. Or CSP,
Not the
sorry.
CSP, right? So
So-
a little bit of a breather.
Yeah.
Just gotta lock in on that timing window before
Yeah.
we possibly get to the tie break. Although this is Toxic's pick,
This
so
is
he might
Toxic's
actually
pick,
take it.
yeah.
Toxic has pretty solid lower level MA.
Obviously, Chaos can't sleep on him.
Yes, definitely, of course. KS long time
Veteran.
figure in the community. Yeah, veteran. All the way back to like 1999, I think.
Yeah, he said
probably.
his first mix was second mix home version or something.
1999, yeah.
Yep, 1999.
He's been doing this for longer than some of y'all have been born for.
Yep.
I feel like he's like the only old school player who is still pretty active. Oh, I guess there's also me. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, how long have you been playing for?
The first time I touched DDR was 2003.
Okay, 2001 for me. So
Yeah.
we're old school too.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
us. Okay.
Definitely really started picking it up 2005, where I got all the PS2 home versions.
Oh, nice. And I saved the Japanese versions, right?
I never got the Japanese.
Oh, I got the
ones,
Japanese versions.
but I knew about them.
Yeah, yeah.
I never used Swap Magic.
I had
Big
sent
user.
my PS2 to get it modded.
I was just about the Stepmania Live, so I had,
Oh, yeah,
I had
nice.
the file.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Anyways, we're going into On the Bounce. It's going to be like, can the players find the MA window fast enough?
Yes, and then can they lock into it for the whole song?
Yeah.
I forget if the 14 has some. Oh yeah, okay. The 14 has some weird patterns too, right?
Yep.
Some forced double steps, unresolved double steps. Maybe
Yep.
those are foot switches in there somewhere.
I mean, I think this was even before Konami even thought about foot switches
Before it
and
came into their
businesses.
consciousness.
Yeah. Definitely pre-Sky High.
Yes.
What a show!
I think both characters have kind of locked in into that MA window. So now it's just
They
a
found it
matter of
immediately.
like, yeah, it's just a matter of like who will like just randomly drop a perfect the most.
Both players exactly tied right now.
You're gonna break
So
the
it's,
meter.
oh,
Ooh.
but Toxic Jordan picks up a miss.
Yeah.
That's -3 EX right there.
Those steps are pretty nasty, kind of setting you up into an awkward crossover or a double step situation.
This is
And he
definitely a
fumbled
weird
it.
chart where you can't trust.
Yeah, do not follow the patterns.
So it's like you feel inclined to just double step everything
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure that you're facing forward the whole time instead of being in a weird, awkward position.
Exactly. I want to know, I mean, Chaos, I think, does read slow in general, but
Yeah.
for a chart like this where you don't know what's coming, it might be better to read slow so that you can
Yeah.
anticipate, look toward the bottom of the screen, and set yourself up to be in the right position to avoid double stepping.
Yep.
This groove is almighty. 400 combo.
Here's the last final section,
And then I think-
Chaos is really solid.
Yep. Ooh,
Four-
by four. But it was
yeah.
still close.
It was that miss and one perfect. That was it.
Yeah, it was very costly.
Oh my God, but
Ooh.
SDP.
I know, an SDP on one of the most awkward 14s in a
Yeah.
tournament.
And
That's
that-
impressive.
You know, trading each other's picks.
Yeah, no, exactly, right? Like, Toxic won Chaos's pick, Chaos won Toxic's pick, and
Yep.
so we head to the tiebreak,
Going into
which
the
is
17.
Chaos's pick.
Yeah. It's basically like, what is the worst of the remaining charts? And you know, I don't think they really
Oh,
wanna
yeah, we
play
haven't had those remaining
yeah, I'm
charts.
pretty sure they don't really want to be playing Egoism, CSP.
We're not in the mood to do a 19 right now.
Yeah.
Oh, but what's with the hate for New York B? That's like my favorite evolve.
It's
out of all the
tricky.
evolves. It's
So-
tricky. It's weird, but
Yeah.
I do miss the era of weird double steps.
I think
I grew up
do
in that
agree.
era.
I definitely have like a soft spot for.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, like the gimmicky charts are like my favorite charts in the game.
Yeah, exactly, and it feels satisfying to pull
Yeah.
off.
Like Stay Gold is probably my favorite chart from A3.
Oh yeah, right. Where the stutter gimmicks actually make sense and
Right?
feel good to
Yeah.
execute. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I'm surprised with the veto of Let Me Show You, which is very straightforward.
Yeah,
but
super
maybe that's why.
straightforward. Yeah, right. I think who veto Chaos
Chaos
veto it,
vetoed it.
and he knows Toxic has really solid lower level MA,
Exactly,
and he
yeah.
didn't want to have to like risk. Is this going to be a matter of like who gets like the best SDP on a 15 in the tournament?
Exactly, yeah. Same thing with Cosmic Hurricane. Pretty
Yes.
on sync, pretty straightforward.
A little bit of stamina drainer, but we're getting another stamina drainer
I mean,
in
exactly.
Paraditus, Paradisus.
It definitely seems like kay0ss is leaning towards his stamina side with
Yes,
the pick
right.
of New Century and perditus.
Yeah, and kay0ss has like infinite stamina,
Yeah.
in case you didn't know.
Yep. Yeah. This is like a nice, like, even though it's stamina draining, it's pretty straightforward. So
Yeah.
it's very possible you can see PFCs on this song.
Yes, exactly. A couple of crossovers here and there,
Yeah.
which are double steppable on
Yep.
the 12th note part, but there are a couple of 16th note crossovers as well.
Yeah.
Hit your track.
And yeah, this is going to be for who goes on to winners finals. Or no, is
Wait,
it
right?
Grands?
Yeah, we're
It's Grands.
Grand
Yeah,
Finals.
This is for
Okay,
Grands.
this is for Grands. All right, one person's gonna sit comfortably in Grands. The other person's gonna get sent to losers where they'll face Harujun or
Or
Flash.
Flash, yeah.
Ignore the DQ, right? They haven't played yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And I'm sure Flash is still here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
Flash
yeah.
is the Dairy Queen King right here.
I think the rest of the matches are going to be played on the Gold Caps and will be streamed.
Yes.
So we have either 3 or 4 more matches, including this one.
All right, let's get into this right here.
Or
Released Paradisus came out like it came out like 2 years ago, right? As a DDR Grand P
yeah.
pad, you had to buy the soft pad to get this, as if this is a song that you can actually do on a Konami soft pad.
Right? Exactly.
And then it came out a year later.
Yeah. I think this song itself has been around for a very long time. It's
Yeah,
from
Resort
2DX.
Anthem, 2DX, yeah.
Yeah.
2DX Resort Anthem, which was the
A long time
12th?
ago.
Well, I don't know which one.
I don't actually know.
12 is Happy Sky. Paraditus came after, right? Like 18. Oh, 18. Oh, that feels. Okay, that's so long ago because 2DX is
Yeah.
on like 33 right now.
Yeah.
Woo! Let's go, both players.
Both players do have PFCs on it. Toxic is actually really good. He has like almost 20 or a little
dang.
bit under 20.
What was
so-
kay0ss's? I didn't see.
kay0ss's was like 40, 50.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pretty sizable difference.
Yeah. So Toxic just needs to do his personal best,
Yeah.
and kay0ss just having trouble adjusting to the sync a little bit on the very first step, but he's locked in now. Ooh,
Both players
beautiful
doing that
drill,
drill.
right? Great execution.
100 combo.
Ooh, look at all this marvelouses right here.
Yeah.
Like-
I'm really trying to see like which player's picking up any perfect. And so far, Jordan has not picked up any since the beginning.
200 combo.
I think we'll see some perfects when the rhythms get slightly more syncopated and they fall on the yellow notes. There's
Yep.
some of that in here. Because right now it's like bursts of 5 that fall on the beat.
Wow, Jordan's doing so
Yes.
well, but like
kay0ss
kay0ss is
getting a
right on
couple
his
of
tail.
perfects. Toxic's in the lead by just like 2
Four?
or 3. 4?
I think it's 4. Yeah, it's like even though like Toxic's like MA is so on point right now.
Ooh,
oh,
good.
what a good. That's -2.
Oh.
Up by 5 now.
Oh, and there are the crossovers, which both players have no issues with the crossovers. kay0ss just picking up a couple of perfects. And then here's our 12th note stream with some
Yeah.
crossovers. Toxic opting to do the crossovers, and it looks like kay0ss
kay0ss
is double stepping them.
Yeah.
Oh, and now he's double stepping the Skippy Paps,
Yep.
which is,
And
I
wow.
think, costing him.
That gap got really wide. It's
Yeah.
up- Toxic
Toxic's
is
going
up by
ahead.
11 and still has the PFC. Wow. Toxic really playing himself this tournament.
Yes. And this chart the chart pretty much looks like this for the rest of
Yep.
it.
There's really nothing else. in
No
terms
other
of
tricky
difficulty
things, just
despite-
stamina. Although he's dropped. Ooh.
Wow! Oh my
Do not
God.
sleep on Toxic, folks. Do not sleep on Toxic.
I feel like that might even be a PB.
Yeah. What? Oh yeah. How many perfects was this? This is move your head, Toxic.
19.
19.
I think that's
19.
-1. I think that's -1 from
A
the
sub
PB.
20 P
Wow.
PFC on a
Music-
17 in tournament.
Wow, that's actually so insane. And now he's gonna sit pretty in winners finals. or
Yeah.
grand
Go
finals.
relax, Toxic.
Yeah.
Stay warm though. Stay warm. That's wild. Like Toxic doesn't really come out to tournaments that often, right? We haven't really seen them. I feel like it's the first time we've seen them actually at a San Jose like Ace Series tournament. Like we're so used to seeing like kay0ss cruise on to the top 4 right here, but like Toxic is really giving people like kay0ss and June a run for their money.
Yeah, definitely a lot of people like coming out, like Harjun and like I said, Toxic coming out for what I would call them non-locals, but they're definitely a little bit away.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Well, especially for June.
Obviously coming from SoCo, so I would consider that not local.
Yeah. I mean, if this were the East Coast, June traveled the equivalent of like 4 states to get here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now sizzling hot.
But yeah, Toxic guaranteed second place at worst.
I know that's wild. That he's either gonna go against
June
Flash or
three.
Harden. Okay, yeah. We still gotta wait on the loser semi match coming up right here.
Yeah.